I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Fossil Gujin Cosplay, and today we're back again with you guys with Viking!
Season 3.
Season 3.
Episode 10. Yeah. Last episode, Ragnar is dying. Literally dying.
He's a dead man walking.
He has internal bleeding for sure.
He's pissing blood!
And also vomiting blood. And coughing a lot of blood too. Basically, there's a lot of blood.
Blood everywhere.
He's been having visions of Odin, Jesus, and Athelstan as well.
He just got baptized!
And he got baptized. He asked to be baptized because he's saying, I'm a dying man, and when I die, I want to reunite with my friend who is in your heaven, which was so freaking heartbreaking.
Yeah.
The others saw it happen and they are not happy. We don't know how they're gonna react to this just yet, but I'm pretty sure that some of them are gonna be pissed off and they're gonna shout a lot. So, aside from that, they also supposedly Ragnar discussed not a bargain, but basically he discussed the not the ceasefire. How do you say, like,
Peace treaty?
Nah. They want to stop the siege. Let's just say like that. Let's say it like that. They want to stop the siege, so they offered like a lot of money, and he also asked for the baptism. So I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm sure it's not gonna work. Because this episode is called The Dead, and like we said last episode, the oracle did say that the dead were gonna conquer Paris. So let's see what happens in this finale.
See an army of zombies walking on Paris.
That's a different show. Let's see what happens in the finale of season 3.
Alright.
Let's go. I wonder if they'll ever change the opening.
I hope not. Maybe not this song, but the opening maybe.
I don't know.
There will come a time when you will be responsible for our people. You are, O King. For now.
Bjorn is me. He cannot die this episode. I refuse to believe it.
But when your time comes, you must lead with your head, not with your heart. Can you do that? Yes, Father. There's something I only trust you to do for me.
I think he's planning something. He can't just...
Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he's just gonna go enter Paris as a dead man. Literally, like
a corpse?
Yeah.
If you truly see what...
What are you doing?
Ragnar asked me to build him one last pot.
A casket? Oh my god! I don't want to believe it! I know everyone dies eventually, like that's life, but it's too soon. I want him to meet his sons when they're adults, you know? Have a relationship with them.
¿Por qué hasta tanto? Porque nessun te partì.
He wants to know why you're still here and not returned home. They've honored their pledge. Why are you not honoring yours?
Our king, my father, Ragnar Lothbrok, is too weak and ill to travel.
Like what?
He wants to see.
Prove it. Mwah.
Wait.
Well, surely they can understand that.
Maybe they can help.
At least they're not attacking right now.
At least.
If he dies, he has only asked one thing. That he receive a proper Christian burial. Otherwise, we will not leave.
You might be onto something.
Sabia l'Église cathédrale métropolitaine. Vostre gens ensemble, potron. Allez de Christian Mess, Cantrum Soissons.
He says you may bring his body to the cathedral, carried by unarmed men. They will say a Christian mass for his soul.
I think you are totally onto something. The dead will conquer Paris. If he comes into a casket, he's dead.
Technically, yeah.
But then, I mean, what is he gonna do next? And what's going on with the internal bleeding? Has he healed from that? Mwah.
Are they gonna pretend that he's dead?
Oh. I think they are, because he's not dead. If he were to die, that wouldn't be like this. And not so early in an episode. This is totally a plan, okay? I refuse to believe otherwise. And we're still like so early in the episode too. Ha! He's not dead.
Who knows, Ragnar, what the gods have in store for us. If you've gone to heaven, then we will never meet again. And yet, I think Odin will ride like the wind and rescue you and take you to Valhalla where you belong, my own sweet Ragnar. And there we shall meet again and fight and drink and love one another. You and I were born to be together.
Oh.
I've always resented you.
Everyone is gonna say something.
No point denying it. You thought you were a god, Ragnar. But in the end,
You're just a man.
you're just a man.
If he's alive, he's hearing all of this.
So then.
Give my regards to Athelstan, by the way.
It's gonna hurt.
He knows.
Yeah, I know you know.
You betrayed us. You betrayed your heritage. You betrayed our future. You betrayed me.
Oh.
I loved you more than anyone. But it made no difference. You always thought, oh, it's just Floki. No need to bother about Floki. He's just a fool. I hate you, Ragnar Lothbrok.
Oh.
And I love you with all my heart.
You wouldn't be that mad if you didn't love him.
Why do you tear me away from myself?
They're gonna enter Paris.
We said a couple episodes ago that the best way to enter Paris would be to send someone in, or a small group of people in, and the second time they attack, that's what they tried to do, but even then they raised the bells, you know, people would notice them. This would be the best way to do this. No one will even look. It's so different. For them, for the Vikings, it's a celebration. For the Christians, it's like, I don't know how to explain it, yeah. A mixture of both.
So Ragnar, did you see Paris? Oh, it was beautiful! Wood everywhere!
But you bet he came up with that during his visions, like when he saw Athelstan, and he also saw like a beast that kind of turned into him, and he saw himself die. Like that would make so much sense.
Could have put weapons inside the casket.
Secula secolorum, amen.
I was brought back to life. Woohoo! I love this dude so much.
Maybe he's gonna be like a god because he was brought back to life.
He's inside right there. They won. They fucking won. Okay, this guy is amazing.
But he's still bleeding to death.
I know. Just for what you said last episode. Although kudos to you for trying.
I win.
Really? Crazy how though he totally chose like who's the better prisoner here.
She was on the battlefield. Of course she's the better prisoner.
And he was threatening the king, and someone still tried to stop him. But when he threatens the princess, he totally won. That opens an opportunity for Rollo and the princess to meet.
She's gonna try to escape, like by really batting his head thing.
Hello! That was badass.
They cannot close the.
She was gonna die. She was gonna die for sure.
Who?
Her. My dad is amazing. Single-handedly opened the doors to Paris.
So what? He planned everything, like getting her, doing internals.
No, I don't think that was planned. Like he still
I know
looks
he
hurt.
planned it.
Like I don't know if it's gonna take him longer to die. If he's not dying at all, maybe it's just like because he still looks hurt.
I can see that not the living, but the dead will conquer Paris.
You gotta give it to the French though. They did one hell of a defense. They, I mean,
Yes, but Paris was conquered.
yeah. To be continued. I love that. It's basically, you know, his speech last episode. We tried it your way, your way, your way. None of that worked. Let me try it my way, and it works first time.
First time.
The great warrior called Rollo has remained in the camp.
But most have gone.
Yes. Well, they will return again. That is why Rollo has remained.
I will not be known to history as the French emperor who presided over the destruction of Paris.
You will have to offer them even more money.
I will have to offer them even more than that. I must offer them something far more precious to me than gold or silver.
What?
I must offer your hand in marriage.
I would do almost anything for the sake of Paris. I would kill myself for the sake of Paris. But I will not be tied in holy matrimony to someone who is more beast than man.
Then I will have
More
to recall
bear
a
than
deputation.
You have already sent an envoy to make this offer?
I am your father.
I hate this.
But I am also the emperor of Francia. And it is not your father who asks this of you. It is the emperor.
And therefore, you will obey him.
I mean, I understand that that's probably the best thing to try to do here, but it's the fact that he's never tried anything and he's never offered to sacrifice himself for anything. He's always sacrificing her. It's always her, you know?
You will be offered a vast area of land in the northern part of Francia. The Emperor will also make you a duke, the highest honor he can bestow. You will be very rich and you will be very important.
Oh, he's gonna...
The Emperor also offers the hand in marriage of his beautiful daughter, Princess Gisela.
Which means who's gonna be king when he dies? Oh yeah.
What must I do in the return?
You will defend Paris against your brother.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh.
And after what he told Ragnar, he's gonna say yes. He's gonna say fucking yes! It's happening! Oh!
Well, it's gonna be king, no?
I mean, legally, he has no hair. If he dies, Rollo is supposed to be the next one, right?
True.
Ma fille, Gisela.
Qu'est-ce que disent mes pères? Tel Bestagne ne prendrait mis à père. Fille de grand lignage suis, non de folle pute garçonnière.
Oh my god, that made a lot of sense!
S'offrir que telle glotte des putères matochaste. Païen est, de ville estras, si amnad, tel totes besternez.
I love her.
Azos guignon et as brognon, miel zodrait mon pucelage par puterie livrée, cad icestu.
This episode French makes a lot of sense.
Troméante. Gossier cuide.
I love her. She's the first this one.
I mean, she has to do it, but she's not gonna do it willingly. Like, can I have her now?
J'avoue, salut.
Oh my goodness! He's willing to learn, and he's willing to accept the offer.
Je vous salue. That makes sense.
Oh my god, he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to act.
It's crazy because I feel like he knows she just insulted him, but her personality and just how savage she is, he loves it. Oh, that was so cool. I swear to God, French changed in this episode. I understand so many words in this one.
Maybe we're more used to it. But it's true, the first time we heard it sounded like gibberish to our ears, so...
Yeah, first few episodes. But this one?
Floki.
You killed Athelstan.
You thought he didn't know? Oh shit!
What is it gonna do with Floki
The
now?
season ends like this. Like, we knew that Ragnar knew, but honestly, to have him say it to Floki, it's gonna change the relationship so much because obviously he pretended not to know before.
Yeah.
And Floki was still trying to, he was trying even more than before actually, to be on Ragnar's good side. Like, you remember he was staying a little behind, like he was shy a little bit to approach him. But he never regretted doing it. And now that Ragnar knows, though, I don't know what he's gonna do. Is he gonna leave? Is he gonna try to show him that it was for the good of the people? I don't know. I'm actually really surprised that Floki survived the season. I'm glad though, because even though he killed one of my favorite characters, I still really enjoy Floki. So I want to see more of him, but I'm afraid of what's gonna happen next.
I hope he's not gonna kill Floki to benefit. I just want to keep him in the show. It's true.
You know, every time.
Oh, maybe he's gonna exile him.
Maybe. You know, every time Ragnar has been facing an enemy that threatened his family, and we can assume that he considered Athelstan part of his family.
Oh yeah.
He's always found some crazy way to get his revenge. And with Floki, it was different because his death wasn't the main goal of his revenge. It was a lesson. It was even worse than death because I think for Floki, a guy that believes in the gods so much, death is like a reward. So if he has to die, he's gonna believe that it's because the gods wanted it, and he's gonna go dine with them and be happy in Valhalla. So for him, it's not a punishment. The real punishment was to have him lose faith in his gods, and now he's also losing Helga. So I mean, he's losing a lot, and now he just lost his friend.
Oh.
His speech was the most heartbreaking one for me, to be honest, because to hear him say
Lagertha's want to.
Yeah, but Lagertha, we kind of knew that she always had love for him in her heart. So she didn't leave Ragnar because she didn't love him anymore. She left him because she had no choice.
True.
For her own, for her own honor, for her pride, and because she doesn't want to be seen as weak. She doesn't want to be the other woman because she was married to him first. She had to leave. It doesn't mean she doesn't love him. She came to his aid and stuff. So we kind of knew. But Floki, to hear him say, I hate you, and you make me so angry, but the reason why it makes him angry like so is because he also loves him so much. That's heartbreaking. So...
What a brilliant plan, though. Passing for
seriously.
enter Paris.
Ragnar is
with welcome
perfect. perfect. So many of you guys say that Ragnar is probably one of the best characters that's been created in the last, like, 10 years. And I'm like, you know what? The more it goes, the more I believe you. He's really cool.
I wouldn't say he's one of the greatest characters played on TV, but
yeah.
one of the most smartest, maybe, for his strategies.
Yeah. He has flaws, and he's not perfect, but when he is, it's breathtaking. Whew! It's cool. And I'm glad that we were right, because I refused to believe he was going to die. Like, a character like him, it had to be grand. His death, because I know deep down that unless he survives till the end, which I don't think he will, because this is about history. This is about people that did exist.
You don't know when exactly he died.
No, but
and where the TV show is gonna bring us.
It's a show that is trying. I know it doesn't follow religiously like history, but it's trying to, and it's about characters people that actually lived. And in real life, it's not because you're the main character of your story that you're going to survive till the last season. And he's got sons that are going to grow up. And I mean, I've been saying ever since episode 1, I thought he was going to die right away, you know? So I've always expected Ragnar to die eventually. Not here, though. I swear, I felt it. I was like, no, when his character is gonna die, it's gonna be huge.
It's funny that you expect him to die in season 1, but no, not season 3.
I refuse
no.
I refuse for it to happen in season 3. No. Well, I mean, it's his story, and I know that it's possible that they're gonna. We've seen Bjorn take the center stage more and more, like especially in this episode he was leading the people, you know, him just raising his arms like that was so badass. He is, and I mean he got a couple of speeches from his dad this season.
True.
About what it means to be king, so
yes.
I think they are slowly.
You think he's gonna be king?
I don't know about kings, because it depends on how Ragnar, if and when he dies, you know. And in their culture, I think if you die, yes, your son takes your place, but if you get killed, someone else takes your place, just like the earls. So like what happened with Ragnar. So it depends on why or how Ragnar would die, but they have been introducing the concept.
Let's not forget that he's still bleeding from inside. He's not out of the
woods.
Out of the wood yet.
I know. That's why I'm scared. Although I feel like it would be so disappointing if he died from that.
Season 4, first second, Ragnar is dead.
I don't know, but they have been introducing the idea of Bjorn becoming a leader and just leading with his head rather than his heart, because he has been leading with his heart a lot, and he ended up being hurt, and he ended up sleeping with another wife and just making mistakes, and because of how he acted, he almost died, and Thorin also almost died, you know? So for him to learn from his mistakes and slowly try to become like his dad, it's introducing the idea of him becoming king, maybe. So
that'd be nice to see.
But that would mean that Ragnar is gonna die.
I'm expecting it.
I'm gonna cry so much when that happens. Let it be far, far away in the future.
What do you think about the Mr. Christian Grey scene of the show?
I mean, it's introducing a facet of his personality that I did not plan.
I'm so glad that the princess was so against his offer to.
Well, I mean,
our hand.
That's the thing. Like, his character, the way he was talking about the princess, and now that we know about his fetish, it's all about being in control and being in control over someone with a strong spirit too. Like, just to bring them to heal.
Yeah.
You know, you were not that crazy with your what you said, like to tame her like a horse and stuff. I think that's exactly what he wishes to do. I know, like I said, and I still say the same here. When I saw the scene, I was like, yes, I'm not into that, but
at least it was respectful.
It was. He asked her. He didn't force her, and he did say, "You're gonna be in control." Like, I would prefer it if I decided when it ends, but you get to tell me. And he also said, "You tell me when you're ready to get hit." So it was all. I mean. It's normal BDSM, you know? But
okay.
But that's why I'm like, I'm not judging right now, but if it ever goes out of hand, because I don't know where this is going. Why did they show this scene particularly? Just to show us the other facet of his character, or is there something more that we don't know yet?
Maybe. Oh my god, I thought it's so cute to see Rollo
speak French.
No, not trying to speak French, but just being so uncomfortable in front of all of these people because he doesn't know how to act as someone's gonna marry a princess.
I think he noticed her during the battle, but to be here...
Who wouldn't notice a princess on a battlefield?
But to be here in front of her, knowing that he's gonna marry her, and to see her rise up like that and say all these things in French that he probably didn't understand at all, but she was fierce. She had character, she was strong, and she literally told him like all these horrible things. And I know he didn't understand, but I'm pretty sure he felt that it was an insult. So
go fudge yourself.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that he fell in love with her right there.
Well, you saw it on his face. Like, yeah, he said, "Oh my gosh, oh yeah." He was so much interested in her and just like happy.
Well,
get this piece of a princess.
Like he was told, if you knew what was in your future, you'd go dance naked on the beach. That's that emotion, you know. He's seeing what is in his future, and he's like, oh shit, yes.
Where's the nearest beach?
Yeah, where's the nearest beach? But and yeah, speaking of that scene, I gotta say, like, we've been talking about this with a couple of you guys online, the French in the show. Some of you explained to me that why it didn't sound like French at first because it's not France, technically. Like, it's Francia, and it's gonna be split in two in the future. Like, that's history. It's gonna be split. I think you said Germany and France. Like, it's gonna be Germany and France, and that's why right now it doesn't really sound like French, because it's a mix of German and French. So that would explain why we didn't understand shit in the first few episodes. But this one,
we recognized some words.
A lot of words, especially in her speech. I'm like, woohoo! I don't need to read the subtitles to know what she's saying here.
And Rollo's attempt to say "Je vous salue."
Well, yeah, that's exactly what it sounded like. Je vous salue, which is like, I salute you. So that's, I think that's what I was expecting when I first started hearing that, oh, we were going to go to Paris. That's what I wanted, like, to recognize a few words, because I geek out about these things, and I'm just glad.
Well, I'm just also glad that he tried to speak French too.
They're French actors. At least she is.
No, about Rollo.
That he tried to... Okay, sorry.
He's gonna learn how to speak French with his wife. And he's gonna have to
that's gonna make things way easier. True. Alright, I don't know what season 4 has in store for us, but I am so glad that we decided to watch this show. It's getting better and better every season. Whew.
It is.
That plan. Ragnar single-handedly opened the gates to Paris. And he did. I mean, he's gonna come back. What he wanted was to win. He did say it. I win. Now I'm gonna steal, and I'm gonna go. That's it. See you in spring. And he stayed strong till the end, till he walked out of that place. And I also appreciate, like, Ragnar has never really been about killing innocent people. And I think he recognized that the person he had prisoner was a strong spirit, and that she did not deserve to die like this. So he let her go. And I really like that. Every time he does something like this, I like, woohoo! I like it.
Alright.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna move on to season 4. So, thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the first episode of the next season right away, it's gonna be on Patreon very soon, so check that out. The link's in the description.
And if not, wait for the next one, guys, to be up on YouTube, which will be very much soon.
In a couple of days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye!